I'm Jason Mentors. I go by he, him, and my role is lead character tech artist at 343, otherwise known as like the Halo Studio. Technical character artist or tech artist, our jobs are quite technical, but we need to know how art works, and we need to be able to say, hey, this is going to look right or isn't going to look right. And oftentimes we're ambassadors between the dev side of things, the programming side of things, and the art side of things. There's a lot of moving parts, and they can be quite complicated. And we're always trying to hit the next level of stuff. So there's figuring out what the next bloody edge of technology is, and, really trying to make the characters feel alive. My side of it is managing the team and doing some of the work of actually getting the characters to feel like they're there. Coming out of high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. As one of the kids in the background, like in the back of the class, drawing in my notebook, because I found that more interesting than what the teacher was saying. I don't recommend it, but that's what I did. And then I went to a regular college that my coach said, hey, you can go play football at college. I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to do that. Football's fun. Let's do this. But after a year of doing pretty good, my redshirt year was fantastic. I felt like I wanted to do something. I wanted to have a career. And the liberal arts college that I went to wasn't really doing anything that I could see as me pursuing. So a friend of mine said, hey, there's this cool school that does media and animation and stuff. So we went down to Florida, check out a school. I loved it. And I had a dream of doing Pixar work. But after I finished school, I sent my computer animation and I sent it out to 100 places. While I was doing that, I kept on posting it into the internet, into the void of the internet. And someone saw it that made video games. And mind you, I didn't put my reel out to any video game places. I wanted to be in Pixar and get to Pixar. But then I was like, oh, hey, you can really do this in games. Like the stuff that you showed is something we could do. So I said yes. And I moved into my first game company 20 years ago. We just load up a U-Haul and I got there and I loved the people. The people that make video games they're just some of the best people. Every single one of us believes that we can solve any problem that comes at us. I think that's one of the things that really pulls me into video games themselves and to everyone that's into them, because in a video game, there's no fail. You just keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying until you get there. And I feel like that's how I got into the industry. I just kept on trying for something and I ended up getting into the industry and being very successful. There's two bits. There's the one that no one sees. There's just these little details that are very complicated puzzles and interesting situations where we need to talk it through. And then there's when everything comes together and you can see the character and they're alive. And one gets the other, but one you see and one you don't. One was how much programming I had to do. I was very much an artist and I didn't think I had to do, I didn't have any classes in it. And so I ended up learning it all along the way, and it's a completely legit way of doing it. And the other one was how much or how important it is to communicate well and partner with everyone that you're working with. That was a big surprise for me. The most challenging part of my job is making sure everyone sees the same thing and getting that kind of consensus. That's the hardest thing because it's not necessarily doable. Sometimes people will just disagree. It's part of my favorite part is that there's people and people are infinitely interesting, but people are also an infinite challenge because everyone has a perspective and that perspective is good. It's just understanding where everyone's coming from.